I gotta work on that intro. It's a little funky there. Yo, what's good, peeps? Episode 117 of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. I'm Hazy. We got Clutch and Bo. What is good, boys? How we doing?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's good? What's good?
Yo, Dingo, thank you for the raid of 87. Great VIP night. Congrats on the VIPs. Abbott, Uber.
Let's go.
Sheikah, thank you for the oh shit, it's a golden cap. Holy shit. Yo, Sheikah, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you, man. Yo, Chris, thanks for being here. Galactic Shopper, Chi, Ty. Shopper, thank you for the 34 months, brother. Ace of Hearts. Good to see you guys. Yo, so I was just sitting here thinking that I don't have nearly enough pictures of my daughter. Like, I don't have nearly enough pictures. I probably have plenty, but anywho.
Probably.
So I posted, I wanted to talk about how I posted on Facebook this week to recruit, and I ended up getting Dingo, thank you, bro. Yo, Sheikah, City, Arani, thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dingo. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you, Sheikah. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I posted on Facebook, and I haven't been doing that recently. The reason why I haven't been doing it recently is because you risk dealing with a significant amount of negative energy, right? We've had podcasts about this before, about the yo Shoppa, thank you for the gifted sub, dude. Thank you, brother.
You gotta deal with all the
Uber
shit.
Geek, thank you for the 100
talking.
bits. Yeah, the shit talking.
Yeah.
So it's either city lights burn underscore. Yo. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much, City. Jeez Louise. Sheesh Louise.
Let's
Oh,
go,
man.
fam. Let's go. Love the hype.
I'm so appreciative. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the follows, the bits, the gifted. Thank you so much. I fucking love you all. I'm trying to maintain quietness because my daughter's in the same room as me. But the show must go on, right? So listen up. You deal with the hate, but it's like a risk-reward thing, right? Like you risk exposing yourself to this negative energy, but you could find someone like fucking whoever, you know what I mean? Somebody who's a great member, somebody who's awesome and understands it. So let's just go over like what I posted, right? So I posted a raid picture of my raid stats, right? 104 max viewers, 138 unique viewers, 82 average for an hour and 5 minutes, 51 unique chatters, 194 live viewers, and I got 2 follows, right? That is not a bad stream, right? When you really think about it. 51 people chatted in my stream, that's crazy, right? That's fucking crazy, regardless of how many people are in it. Queenie, thank you for the bits. The person writes on here, well, one person, because this fucking thing has 50 comments. 82 average with 132 unique and only 50 chatters. Now, I can't remember if this is the same person that said this last time, but it's the same words, and I remember the words. Streamer's Paradise is a toxic shithole. 100% raid train bullshit. That's not real chats. It's not real engagement. It's just spam. And support for support can get you banned. Ronnie, thank you for the bits. So it's not for support. We've gone over this. I'm not going to talk about this 100 times again. But essentially, what I wanted to say was, what do you think it would be like to have a conversation with someone like this? I mean, really, do you think that they would even be capable of having an adult conversation? Because I got to be honest with you, I kind of want to do a podcast with them. This is the first they're hearing about this, by the way.
Kind of hostile.
Okay. Hostile for what? For what? Because I exist over here and I own a server and we do a raid train. That's not even the fucking whole purpose of the place. That, you know what I mean? It's just a perk of the server. That's all it is. It's a perk of the server. There is mad people here who don't even ride the train and spend a ton of time in the server. So what am I afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Toxic how?
Like
what is
that are going out of the way to comment like that on a post would argue, like, it would probably get toxic in a conversation.
What are they gonna say that I haven't heard already? That we haven't heard already? That's number one, right? What are they gonna say that we haven't heard? And two, we have an answer for everything that they're gonna say, because everything that we do is legit. If it wasn't legit, we wouldn't be doing it for years. And we've talked about how many times I've probably been reported falsely, right? Like falsely reported. How many times have people just been angry at me like, yo, I'm going to report your shit?
No, and that's why I think it would get to like toxic.
You think that I couldn't control myself? That's fucking real nice.
Everything.
That's real nice, Ningo. Bo. You don't think I can control myself?
Not you.
Well,
I'm not saying you. We're talking. There's two parties here.
So then let them make a fool of themselves for content.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Right?
I can see that side of it. That'd be kind of cool, just to like.
I'm trying.
Bad. I think I hate the idea of just giving somebody like that exposure.
So that's the thing, right?
That's my thing to it.
Platforming somebody who's going to. Well, hold on. I wouldn't do it live. There's no shot I would do it live.
You can't do it live.
Because you have no idea. Why?
Well, do you need the permission to use it?
No.
Well, if they come on our platform and we're giving him the...
I don't know if this takes like federal law or like what that works, because like in my state, like our state is a one-party system. Only one party needs consent to record. So if I'm recording, I obviously give consent. So I don't need permission to record.
So it would be a federal law because it's over the internet and it crosses state lines and country. I mean, anyway.
I don't know what the state federal laws on.
That's so detailed.
So here's the next comment that kind of caught my eye. Right? Listen to this shit. Yeah, and I left that server after learning you have to consistently watch 20 people's streams in order to even get on the streaming list. You have to consistently be active and contribute to their server. Also, you have to be fast enough to claim a time slot when they set it up. It's on a first come, first serve basis, and it's absolutely bogus. Not a single person from those raids ever came to watch me independently. It was a waste of time. Now, this person specifically has their Facebook name the same as their Twitch and Discord name, right? So, like, I'm familiar with this name. This person was a troublemaker in the server. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can remember very clearly who it is for sure, right? Let's break down what they said. I left that server after learning you have to consistently watch 20 people's streams in order to get on the streaming list. So first of all, that's not true. You don't have to consistently do anything if you don't want to, right? Like, there's no pressure to do anything that you don't want to do. If you don't want to be on the raid train, you don't have to be. If you don't want to support it, if you don't want to see other people, you don't have to do any of that. So if you want to support the raid train, it's probably because you either love Streamers Paradise, right? Love helping people out, or you want to get on it yourself. Or it could be a mix of all three of those things, right? So that's number one. Bogus. You have to consistently be active and contribute to their server. In order for what? In order to get the perks of the server, you have to be active? Like, tell me that doesn't make sense. What? So I'm supposed to just not have any restrictions on brand new people that
come
join.
in, yeah, and you get everything for free. Don't ever have to say a word.
You don't have to talk. You don't have to make relationships. Everybody here is just at your disposal for you. Got it. Understood. So because you are angry and you kind of giving people attitudes and then nobody fucking supports you because you've annoyed them, right? Like, you're the fucking type of person that's in raid train issues talking shit to us, right? Like, you ever seen somebody in the raid train issues that's talking shit and all their comments are getting a bunch of X's? All the comments from the staff that are like fighting with them are getting a bunch of fucking positive emotes and stuff, right? Like, people see that. People see what you're doing and they don't want to deal with that shit. They don't have the desire to come out and get to know you after you act a certain way, right? Like, am I crazy for thinking that?
No, man, like,
Nah, not whatsoever.
if I see like you're blowing up over some small shit, like what, like, it just seems like you have issues, and I don't really, like, why would I come watch your stream?
What's the point? Right? You're fucking nasty. You just seem negative.
I mean, maybe like those people that like to watch people rage.
Kitsune.
Maybe that's the target audience.
Maybe, right? So then she says it's on a first come first serve basis. Isn't that a good thing?
How else would it be? Yeah.
Isn't that a good thing? What is it supposed to be? Okay, so here's the one that kind of got under my skin a little bit, right? This one. There's over 4,000 members in the Discord, and the server owner only is only a 10 viewer streamer. So he shot at me saying that I don't get views. He said, dude's got 4K members in the Discord, and even the server owner is a 10 viewer streamer. And it kind of bothered me a little bit, only because, like, I don't care so much about my stream these days, right? Like, I care about the Streamer's Paradise stuff. That's really where my super main focus is.
But like, shouldn't that speak that, like, to it's not pay to play?
I mean, I don't know if that's a good... It's an argument to say that what we're doing here doesn't work, right? It's an argument to say, like, look at all the networking and stuff that you do as the owner here, and you are only streaming to 10 people. And the truth is that I've shot myself in the foot a lot over the years by saying, hey, you don't have to come and support me. You don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to come here. You don't have to see me. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to do any of that stuff. So I've shot myself in the foot in some ways. But then in other ways, it's like, I do have a lot of great people that show up and support me in my stream. So what the fuck are you talking about? And how dare you shit on my 10 viewers, you motherfucker? You know what I mean? like, my 10 viewers are damn good people. My 10 viewers are damn supportive. Like, why are you shitting on every single person that's in this Discord because I have a 10 viewer average? It doesn't even make any sense. And I don't even think my average is 10. I think it's like a 16 or something, but that's not really the point. It's not really the point. Right?
The extra 6 do make a big deal because they're a big important 6.
They are a big important 6. Every single person that supports me, I love and appreciate. And I've honestly gotten very, very sloppy with my personal streams. Like, especially lately, I'll just get on and try and fucking clip farm, or I'll record a video, right? Like, me and Clutch fucking made a video about the Hulk the other day that we spent like 2-3 hours on, me, him, and Cod Lady, and the video flopped, right? Like, the video flopped. Like, that's a bummer. You know what I mean? That fucking burns. To me, that burns. Something that you put energy into and then it doesn't fucking do what you want it to do, right? That sucks. I don't like the way that feels.
Yeah.
I was
So-
so proud though. I was so proud, Loki.
I'm not upset with how it turned out, but it's like I definitely wanted it to perform better. So I say all that to say this. Do you think that some of these people are angry that they don't have a 10 viewer average themselves? Like, because the people that are talking are like fucking non-affiliate kind of people. Like, you know, they stream to 3-4 people all the time and they're talking shit to me. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck did I do to these people for them to be so mad? What did Streamers Paradise do to them that makes them so angry? Because I'm so confused on what some of these people are mad about. I still don't know, and I'm not gonna sum it up to, oh, these people are jealous, oh, people have, you know, they had a bad experience or whatever it is. These people have genuine hate. To call Streamers Paradise a toxic shithole when I try my goddamn best to make sure that everybody's fucking comfortable here, like, that's crazy to me. Toxic shithole is a bad thing.
I honestly think it's just bored people with nothing to do, and that's their personality. Because
Yep.
I don't talk shit like on anything. Like, I don't, like, if I don't like it, like, I don't waste my time writing about it. Like, I'm not gonna argue if I didn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna give you any part of my time if I don't like you. So I don't know. I think
But
it's just a part of it's like a personality thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Just
I don't even like talking shit to people like friends.
because
you
if
know.
it's not SP, it's gonna be something else. They're gonna do it about something. You're just a flavor of the week, unfortunately.
No, I'm not a flavor of the week. I've been flavor of the last fucking 4 years. And I don't know how these people still... You've never known one toxic experience in here. That is fucking fire, right? Like, that's what I'm talking about. People are not toxic in here, and the ones that are, we get them out. Like, super quick, man. Because I don't want to deal with toxic shit. Who does? Right? So it makes me not want to post on Facebook because I have a hard time, like, not responding. And that's what I encourage people to do. Don't respond to this stuff. Don't give them any...
Possible. It's quite possible.
Ugh, like, they all like it. Like, that's what I just did, right? Because I just saw that some of these people have laughing emojis on these comments. Some of them have smiley faces and hearts. And it's all comments that are, like, actually shitting on me. Like for real. It's just annoying, right? It's annoying that people can't get over themselves a bit, or I don't know what it is, but we're not taking advantage of any new streamers. Nobody in here is getting taken advantage of. Everybody gets a real straight answer from us when they come in here. Hey, what's it gonna take to do this, this, and this? It's gonna take A, B, C, and D. If you don't feel like doing it,
No, don't do it.
then don't do it.
You don't have to do it whatsoever.
Oh, Kitsune,
Oh.
thank you. I don't
Literally me.
I don't get it. What'd you say?
I said, which is literally me.
What is you?
Streaming takes too much work, so I don't do it.
Yeah, dude, it's hard. It's a lot. It's
a lot.
So I say let's really think about this, because I kind of want to reach out to them and have a conversation. Can we have the conversation in private and record it and do it in this format? You know what I mean? I think we should see how long it goes, because number one, I don't want to see, the only thing that we would have to worry about, and I don't even want to say it out loud here, so I'm just gonna wait. Just God forbid they're watching, right? I don't want to give them the idea. Anyhow, so it's like, maybe it goes longer than an hour, right? Maybe it goes longer than an hour.
I mean, I'm feeling like if you wanted to do it seriously without like actual arguments, but have like a conversation about it would probably have to go on. Two, maybe 3.
So we do that.
Unless you just plan on yelling at each other for an hour straight and then ending it.
I don't plan on yelling, though. That's the thing. I plan on being very fucking... plan on being solid. Sometimes the general chat is daunting for me. It goes fast. I find it hard to say hi sometimes. But when I came on a few days ago with the issues I had from haters for the first time, you and some others were there right away and were so supportive. You made me feel seen. I'm glad that you felt that way. I'm glad. That's the point. That's the whole purpose. The whole purpose is to have people
with
here.
the general chat.
It is a lot sometimes, but it's been slow lately, in my opinion, from what I'm used to. Some people make it big, fast, and others take years.
End of the month and it's holidays.
So
Like holidays, kind of fucking with it.
Yeah, holidays stuff.
you do gotta stay. You gotta stay positive if you want to do this. That is for sure. If you want to be a fucking streamer, especially if you want to do it and like make something of yourself, you gotta really work hard and go through the hard times. She has told me for the last 5 years pretty much that I've been streaming like every, weekly at least. Remember when you have a good day, because you're gonna have bad days, like remember the good days on the bad days and remember the bad days on the good days, so that way you can stay balanced. And I've definitely gotten down on myself on the streaming path. It's hard, especially if you don't want to like constantly stay on top of people, right? Like you don't want to put pressure on people to support you. That's not a good vibe. It pushes people away in a weird way though, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It makes resentment kind of. It's like that's when the bad feelings come, when you start to put pressure on people. Try hard not to do that.
Yeah, I think it was one of the things like Ninja had said in his little streaming thing was like pull up your
Users in chat.
viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
When
shout
someone
them out
new
and say
comes
what's up
in,
to him, and I was like, no,
never do that.
just wait for them to feel comfortable.
Yeah,
to talk
never
to
do
you.
that.
Like, don't do that.
Some people come from toxic
But
backgrounds.
people got to do a lot of networking outside of SP as well, like when they're streaming, not on the stream.
Yeah, dude.
like,
People
I
gotta.
feel like rating random people is one thing that's like small that you could do to really benefit your stream and reach other people that you wouldn't normally reach.
Some people come from toxic backgrounds and push that on every interaction in the rest of the world. Sometimes you could talk it through and express your boundaries to them, but then sometimes they don't want to change. It is what it is, and we got to move on from them. Yeah, that's I remember my mom told me growing up, and even into it as an adult, she was like, sometimes you have to tell people what you need from them, right? Like you can't expect people to read your mind, right? Like sometimes you have to tell, especially people that you care about, you have to tell them what you need. You have to let them know how to love you, right? Like there's love language for a reason. And sometimes you can love somebody but not love them the way they need to be loved, type shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I forget where I was going with that. What were we just talking about?
Or you were reading her.
Oh, we just brought up the toxic backgrounds.
Yep,
His
yep.
comment. People coming from toxic backgrounds.
Yeah,
Push it
but
on in a
fucking
direction.
forget what direction I was going with that. I had a whole thing.
It'll come back. But I agree. Like I feel like those type of people that are commenting are like that's like their person. It's
Yeah.
like I said, if it's not you, it's just gonna be something else.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be that person. Just
It's also hard. People don't want to change either. To like essentially just be a debate. You're gonna try to change his mind about how we handle ourselves, but he might just not agree to anything, and that's just because how he is. Some people are just fucking assholes like that.
I feel like humans, though, we are going to tend to form our own opinion and then believe that to be true. To be
Yeah,
fact,
stand
right?
on
That's
it
our
100%, right?
well,
Yeah.
that's because
So-
your perception of reality is your truth, right? Like, however you're taking what's happening to you, that's your truth, regardless of what context it's coming from the people that are doing it, right? Like, yeah, the
Yeah,
person
no,
that
100%. I brought this came up at work. I was overhearing somebody at work. The director was talking to one of, say, the specialists, like one of the lower rungs of the totem pole, and he's kind of like, hey, like, it's hard to exceed our expectations because when we hire you expecting us, or we hire you expecting you to already exceed our expectations. So when you think you've exceeded our expectations, in reality you haven't, because that's what we expected. It's very confusing, but if you follow it, it's pretty much just like, it's pretty toxic of the leadership to say, like, you'll never do better than we thought you could because we're already giving you too much credit out of the door.
That's the company you work for?
Yeah, and I looked at this guy and I said, maybe you just have unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, well, he's probably reading out of a fucking manual.
Yeah,
that's probably the way that the whole company is like gets treated.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me. But it's like, I feel like it's like, but it's the thing. It's like, so you live in that world, right? Where at your day job is full of toxicity. It's like when you leave that, if you're the type of person like in a position where you're handing out toxicity all day at work, I feel like it's just becomes who you are. So,
but what about receiving it? How does that affect someone?
I feel like it depends on how you take it.
But how do you know? Right. So that's what I was gonna say. Right. You don't know what's going on with people. Right. So like, let's just talk. Let's just say this, right? Because it's going on with what Kitsune is saying. It's like people come from like harsh shit sometimes, right? Like, say there's a 19-year-old kid. He still lives at home with his mom and his dad, right? And he's got young siblings or something. And that house is just fucking crazy, right? There's abuse of all kinds. Maybe the father's a drinker. Maybe the mom gets hit. Maybe the younger kids still get hit. Maybe the father stopped hitting him because he got too big, right? Like maybe just like he's dealing with a lot of fucked up shit. And no matter how big you get, your father's always bigger. Even once you're bigger than him, you know, it's like that thing in your mind. It's your father. Yeah. And even if there's
a Napoleon complex about it.
Yeah, something like that.
Can I even
do this?
Beat this man?
Yeah, is this even possible? Not realizing that it's probably very easy, you know. But nevertheless, it's like you don't know if that person is dealing with all that shit, and then they get out into the world. They're dealing with people regular. They don't even know what you got going on, and maybe they're sharp with you. And that one little bit of sharpness is enough for you to, you know, let out some crazy shit that totally fucking veers off, throws this person into another dimension for the rest of the day. Right? And it's like you don't know what that person's dealing with for them to be so angry, to be lashing out like that. But it doesn't really excuse it either. So it's like, are all these people just angry in their life? Right? Like do you have to be angry in your life to lash out at other people? Is that a thing? Like, and I'm genuinely asking, like are people
I don't think you have to be angry to lash out at other people, but I believe if you are angry, you will more easily lash out at other people.
I think you have to be angry. And with me, right? Like, so like, I work in customer service. So I kind of deal with people
just taking shit out on you all day.
Just taking shit. I mean, it's legitimate of what's happening in the situation. I'm just customer service taking the ass end of it. But I heard like worst of the worst of people like going at me and like calling me pieces of shit because, you know, like, sis, that's not even my fault. But I don't let it affect me. Like, I don't feel like I'm a toxic person, you know?
Is it a like, little different because you realize that you're literally not connected to it?
Exactly. Like, but it's my job. Like, I have to deal with it, unfortunately. And it's just like, I'll just take it in. Sometimes some moments that people get me so mad that I do take a walk afterwards because of how shitty they are. But yeah, at this point, it's just like, I smoke it off after that, you know?
But listen, what I'm asking you is that what if it was directed at you personally about, like, maybe you're a bad dad? Maybe you treat your son wrong during basketball. Maybe someone's throwing a stone at you for something sensitive. Right? It's some sharp shit. Are you gonna be able to just fucking... Because I'm telling you, man, and I don't know how the fuck you don't feel insulted by it. You've been here since day one too, Clutch.
Yeah.
How does it not bother you when people... No. I'm not saying it doesn't bother you. I'm just saying, like, if you posted something and people were on your post directly shitting on something like this, like, because you don't post these things like I do, right? Base deals with it all the time.
I used to, actually. I used to a long time ago. It was before here and Risen, basically doing the same thing you was doing.
But was there hate
shit,
like
bro.
this?
It was hate, the same exact shit.
For what? For what? Because of Risen, though. Like, what was Risen
because they
getting
had
hit?
seen, like, I was trying to recruit, basically, but like a few months back, I was just in DC, so like I was.
They were
going from one
saying
place
shit
and I
about you
transitioned to
being
another, and it was like, oh, this guy was doing one thing, but now he's saying another. So like, I perfectly dealt with this, and that was like what, 4 years ago. That's why.
Yo,
to
I'm
me,
not
it's
even.
because we can't stop the inevitable. Like, there's always gonna be trolls, man. No matter where we post.
So you don't think for a second, even for a second, that maybe that's not even as intense because those places were like a couple months long.
No, I heard though. Like,
so check it out. Ready? Somebody starts shitting on the YouTube. Somebody starts shitting on our YouTube on some shit. Right? I want you to.
She's like, oh hell no.
Yeah. Think about how much energy has gone into that YouTube. Think about how many. There's 800, almost 900 videos on there. How many hours of editing? Right? How many fucking conversations? How many times have we, bro? You can't tell me that you will not be tweaked to a level in which it makes you uncomfortable, that you can't just brush it off, right? Because that's what I'm talking about. How you don't have to be. Does it hurt if it's a little true, or does it hurt because people have a wrong idea? Does it hurt because they're just shitting on something you care about? Like, what is it that really makes it bother you? Because I don't like SP being called a scam, right? It's not a scam. I'm not scamming anybody. I don't want anything from any one of you guys besides to enjoy yourself here. Enjoy yourself in SP and support the people inside of it, right? Support the brand, support the people. We're only asking for you to support SP and to support the raid train, because we can't ask you to support everyone. That would be a ridiculous thing to ask. Right? How the fuck can you ask somebody to do all that? You can't. But if you give them something reasonable that, like, you know, like, hey, we have these two things. This is what we do here.
But definitely. It's not like it's really
right,
benefiting.
And it's community driven.
It's not community. It's not like it's benefiting 1-2 people, only staff, only the owner, or like it's benefiting every
Dude,
person.
I'm hardly on the fucking raid train once a week. Once a week, bro. Once a week. Just like everybody else. And it's not even for me as a streamer. It's Streamers Paradise stuff. It's the podcast. It's fucking the VIP announcements. You'll never see me on the train just streaming my fucking stuff. So, fuck you. Yeah.
Unless I fuck up the podcast, then it's possible.
I mean, kinda. Not really. But yeah, dude. Let's read this here.
Couch probably takes it, but yeah.
The cream part of the people that grow up in toxic environment tend to create or gravitate toward toxic environments because that's what feels normal to them. High stress environment, something they subconsciously crave. So I agree with that because I grew up just like that. So I grew up with my mother really trying to make sure that I did not have to deal with that kind of environment where it's stressful, an argument, stressful argument, anxiety ridden, right? Drama. She kept me away from it. And then as soon as I seen it and got a little taste of it with like other family members' houses, I always wanted to be around it, right? Because it was exciting. It caused, like, I liked the arguing. I liked the loudness. It was really fucking immature of me to be like turned on by that, you know? Like that, it's shitty to think about, but I was. And I lived in that chaos for years. My mother was the only person in my family that wasn't really like that. Like my grandmother and all of her sons were fucking crazy, and my mom kind of, you know, did stuff differently. You know, she did stuff differently, which I'm grateful for, you know? I'm grateful for. But I definitely have a crazy ass family. Like my family's fucking nuts. And we're all over the place. Have a good night, Arani.
My parents are moving back from Florida, actually. Speaking of family.
Anger is just an emotion that can be stored as a weapon for the mind. Sometimes people take advantage of it too much until one day it backfires by breaking the end and ending up hurting the bad people. But it can be replenished by forgiveness, but never forgetting the hurt. Yo, I have a hard time. I don't think that I forgive or forget. I really don't. I think like I move on from stuff, but I don't think I forgive and forget. I think that I just move on and like I take a mental note of it, and then things get to a certain point and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like you have to know when
it's like
to
mental
cut it
note
off.
and like store it, and then like if that person, like when that person comes like to the forefront of your life again, you're like, that note comes out and you're like, oh nope,
Let's
not
just
today,
make
motherfucker.
let's make sure. Well, you have to give people chances, bro. Like you can't. You have to have some.
No, but like
grace.
with certain things, it's like you got to make that note of like, okay, like this is what I know. This is how much I trust you. Based on that, and then the trust has to be earned back.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I give trust. I give like a certain level of trust. I give up front, but if you lose that, you have to earn that shit back.
Well, I think
Doesn't
everybody
make-
deserves a clean slate of like, you haven't given me a reason to not trust you. So, like, the initial. Let me read this real quick. I gravitate toward toxic people, not knowing that being nice is a target for the narcissistic behavior. Then, when the relationship gets stressful, I recognize that I found myself in a toxic situation. Recognizing those situations and being able to pivot from them helps. Yeah, I used to be super sensitive to all that kind of stuff, but then I realized that those who matter don't mind. It's those who don't matter that do mind. I became a lot happier after I stopped letting it bother me. You know, both of those things I can relate to. So I was definitely chasing the toxic stuff for a long time. And then you got to remember too, like I'm an addict, man. I'm an addict. Like I was on heroin and shit for years. So I was in the chaos to the 10th degree. And I was very happy in that chaos, but I didn't realize how like boring normal life is in comparison. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference that you have to realize. Like I think that's what it is. It makes life exciting, right? Like it makes things exciting. The drama, the constant, oh shit, this is going on. Oh my God, this person got into a fight. Oh my God, I gotta go bail this person out. Oh, I gotta do this shit, right? Like that running around and having to always deal with something is addicting almost. Trust is earned, and as my master tells me, trust the heart before the mind consumes the path. I have learned that it is almost impossible to really trust anything 100% because we're human, right? Humans have faults and flaws and emotions, right? And we don't always see things clearly. We don't always see things.
We can be influenced.
Right, we can be influenced. You sometimes think that, like, there's all different types of like lying too, right? Like there's different types of lying. There's lying to protect someone's feelings. There's lying to keep a secret so that way you can surprise someone. Then there's like straight up dirty fucking shit, like fucking, you know, cheating on your spouse or something, right? Like
you're lying to take advantage of somebody.
There's dirty fucking, there's dirty shit, and I cannot get behind the dirtiness, bro. I don't like the dirtiness. It's scary to me. Like,
oh man, I like my boring adult life.
I could jump back into the pool every now and then if I just knew how to get out. You know, like it's not I can't swim in that kind of current. You know what I mean? Like I would definitely, now let me rephrase that. I can't swim, but I can absolutely float. Right? So like I'm not gonna drown, but I ain't got no control while I'm in there. I'm just kind of getting tossed around.
I'm just there for the ride.
Right. Yeah, but I can't take a break from it, man. That's where all the addictive behavior, all of the drug use, the drinking, all that stuff. Like, I just recently I didn't have to, right? But I just recently started to have a glass of wine a couple times a night to try and fix my cholesterol. And like, that's the most exciting I'll get. We just had Thanksgiving. My fucking brother-in-laws and my sisters
I couldn't even imagine.
are fucking throwing them back. It's 11:30 in the afternoon. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened to me, but I'm just not that anymore. Like, I can't do it. I'm an old fucking boring
like,
man.
I'll see people I haven't seen in a while. And it's kind of like, yo, hey man, how's it been? I'm like, same shit, different day.
Dude.
And they're like, oh, that sucks. And it's like, no, like, I have 3 kids, like a house, like a fucking job, 2 jobs.
You're very
like,
busy.
Same shit, different days. Like, I don't need anything exciting right now, because when exciting shit happens, it's, oh, the roof is leaking. Oh, it's 10 grand for a roof. Like,
yeah, it's nothing exciting that you want to be dealing with.
There's nothing, unless I hit the lottery, and I don't play the lottery, so that's not happening.
I could use a lottery win right now.
Yeah, I could too, but I can't afford to buy lottery tickets.
Yeah, dude. She actually
can't
said.
afford to, like,
She actually said that to me, right? I was like, we really should be putting money into Bitcoin. Like, it's never gonna go underneath like 75,000 ever again. Ever again, I don't think. I think it's stuck for a while. Unless we have another big crash, maybe it gets down to 50.
Where's it at now? 95 or something?
Yeah, it's like 97 or some shit. And she's like, yeah, but like, we don't have money to lose at all. Like, we don't even have money to like store in a place to like not take it out.
Get a high yield savings account.
Right. So
welcome to America.
So yeah, but like, I wish, dude, I'd be buying a shitload of that stuff right now if I could.
Something I could.
So on to a different subject real quick. I saw a video on YouTube the other day completely by accident. Like, I watch lately I've been watching a lot of Law and Crime Network because I want to make a video. So me and Clutcher and Cod Lady, we're trying to get on like this journalistic tip, right? Like, trying to do things that are long form, much more interesting, right? Like, about a topic, better editing, right? Like, not, you know, just things. Can you go onto our YouTube real quick and look at the Red Hulk video, or the Instagram? Go onto Instagram, because it's just one long video there. Go to the Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram's better. YouTube, it's not good.
It's just 2 parts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because it was too
I know
long.
you guys were talking about it, so I was like, I wanted to make sure I went specifically.
And just to give you a heads up, bro, it's like basically like a movie critic video. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of those.
Yeah,
it's like a Watch Mojo type of thing.
Yes, exactly. So we did this in a short 2 or 3 hours, and I'm proud of the progress. Like I feel like because it's just our first video, it's gonna be like that. But we gotta just keep pushing at it. Is my opinion.
So when was it posted? How long?
It's the first video on the reels. If you look.
Oh, reels. Oh.
Yeah, I think Hazy, we just gotta keep the ball rolling. We can do shorts like that. We could do it longer content. But I can envision like how the thing should go down, basically.
So what did you think? Did you see it?
Just watching it now.
I'm like, you guys all have a life raft. If you find yourself drifting toward dark waters, your friends you've made here, your children, those who love you unconditionally. Yeah, my daughter and my wife, the biggest life raft. Money market accounts are scary though. The interest that you would pay if you take them out after a certain time, right? Did you see it, Bo?
Yep. So I'll give you live feedback. I would say the voice needs to you need to be a little slower.
That was sped up. That's why. We literally fast forwarded
That's why,
the video.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the time, right?
Yeah.
For the time.
Say a little shorter and then a little slower spoken.
That's all you got.
Okay.
So I think the editing was good. The content was perfect. It's just you have to trim out words where you can.
So yeah, my mic came out like
slower.
that because they sped it up to make it a minute long, or like as close to a minute as possible.
Yep.
They made the voice a little higher pitch, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So essentially, that is the style of editing that I want Clutch to be doing to my voice and narration over whatever, right? So it's like, what is the topic that we're gonna do, right? What is it that I'm looking for? And I'm watching some long crime stuff because I just did a video with Cod Lady about a kid who fucking kicked a hole through an interrogation room wall, right? Like he was in a police station. Go to our YouTube. Watch it. Go to our YouTube. This fucking kid literally kills his family. I'm not even joking. Hold on. Let me just link you to it. Kid literally kills his family. He gets arrested. And then, he's in the fucking interrogation room. It's in Podcasters. Okay. He's in the interrogation room, and they walk out, and he fucking knocks on the wall, like he just punches it, and he's like, that felt a little hollow. So he decides to kick it, and one fucking kick, he puts a giant hole in the wall, and then he jumps through it.
That's fucking crazy. It literally just went through the wall, like not the other side.
And this is 100% legit. Like, this is real, bro. Like, this really fucking happened. Those studs were definitely not 16 inches on center. Like, where's the stud? There's no stud there. He goes right through. Like, he should have had to at least turn to the side. There's no way that he's 16 inches, under 16 inches. There's no shot. So this thing got like 14,000 views and over 1,000 likes.
Yeah, that wall is definitely not 16 inches.
No shot. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of video we can make that's like that. And I'm going through and I find a video called Playing Dead to Avoid Arrest. right? Playing dead to avoid arrest.
Reminds me of this video my wife showed me. This guy.
So in this
acting
video,
like he was unconscious in the backyard so she could work early.
Hi Deadly. What? Are you kidding me?
No. I mean, it could be fake because it's, you know, it could be just staged for social media.
All right, so listen to this. Ready? So I think, Clutch, did I make you watch this?
No, definitely not.
I didn't.
So, kind of intrigued to see.
Unspoken word. Let me just get this. All right, so let me share this here real quick. So, if you want to watch the stream,
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
all right. So this video essentially, right? This guy, I've never laughed so hard in my life. Now listen to me real quick, right? How mad would you be if somebody came up to you when you were drunk and angry, and they got you into a full Nelson, and just fucking had their way with you? Like, think about that. You don't know who they are. They just did that shit to you.
You're mad as shit.
You'd be mad as shit, right? You'd be so fucking mad.
It is a motherfucker.
Now listen to this, ready? Now imagine if someone was lying and said that they did it to you, but they didn't really do it. Think about that.
What do you mean?
Like, imagine.
If someone was like, hey, I was the person who did that, but it wasn't that person?
No, it didn't happen at all. Imagine someone's just like, yeah, I got him into a full Nelson and I subdued him and I was holding him down, right? But like,
But it never really did
but
it,
it
yeah.
didn't happen. How mad would you be if that was going on?
Yeah, but like, who the fuck do you think you are? Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah,
now listen, that is the situation here.
Square up.
Okay,
Like, square up.
this is the situation. Okay, watch this. This cop gets called, and when he gets there, this guy and this guy look like they're hugging, right? They look like they're hugging, right? This guy was threatening to fucking hurt people. He started slamming his head against the wall. This is the bar manager or whatever. So this guy gets up and he sits down right here, right? Threatened to, right? He gets up, he sits in this chair. He's all drunk, right? He's having a little conversation. He's like, I don't really remember what happened. Then this guy comes up and he's like, hey, you know, this is what happened. At this point, he's downstairs in the showroom. He's staring hard. He's all drunk.
He came up here. He just started yelling. He wanted to take a moment at the bar. He took his moment. He was just staring intently on my other manager. I removed him from the situation. And then at that point, he just kind of got irate, slammed his head up against the wall.
Was there any damage to the wall?
It was an indent.
Oh.
Yeah. And then slammed his head against the glass. There's no damage there. But then he started flailing.
So there was no direct, like, he, like, walked up to, I'm just using
Trying to, but he wanted to. He actually made and then I was able to restrain him and subdue him on the ground with a full Nelson. Then once you guys arrived, I let him.
Okay. So you heard it all.
Okay.
Okay? He got him into a full Nelson.
That's what he said.
Now listen to this, okay? Immediately, okay? There's no editing here, I don't think.
Yeah, I was never in a full Nelson though.
Alright.
Okay.
I
Well,
was never in a
for
full
sake of
Nelson.
conversation, he said that. It's neither here nor there. We're trying to get to the bottom of what's going on tonight.
Okay, but
So what's going
a
on
full
tonight?
Nelson never happened.
Okay, then it didn't happen.
Obviously, you're believing shit that
No.
didn't happen.
Well, you weren't talking to me before, so I need to figure something out,
And
right?
this motherfucker is a fucking liar. He never had
Well,
me in
here's
a
the
full
thing.
Nelson.
Do you go by Christian?
It doesn't fucking
I'm
matter
gonna call
at
you
this
Christian,
point.
okay? Well, it does
doesn't
matter.
fucking
So
matter
here's the
at
thing.
this point.
Here's the thing. You
This
weren't-
motherfucker
all he
never
cares
had
about.
me at a full Nelson.
I'll go to jail as long as everybody knows that he did not
You're an
do
adult.
that.
I'm an adult.
And this
We're talking.
motherfucker is a
I'm not
liar.
worried about him. I'm trying to talk to you.
He's a fucking liar.
Stop. You weren't talking to me in the first place, so now you're talking to me. So are you going to talk to me
I'm
about
not-
what happened?
listen. This motherfucker is
Brittany,
a
can you
liar.
talk to him outside?
Okay, sorry.
Okay, then tell me your report. Because you can't just say that someone's a liar and not tell me anything more to the situation.
Well, to be honest, I am drunk.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
All I know is nobody ever put me in any kind of.
Okay, then nobody put you in a full nuts, and I'll agree with you on that. I'll take your word for it, okay? When I came up here, though, you were on the ground being held by him, so something led up to that point. I'm trying to figure out what led up to that point. I have his side, and now I'm trying to get yours, but you weren't talking to me in the first place, so I went to somebody who would talk to me.
I don't know.
Well, something happened.
Well, obviously, yes.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what. I have no idea what the happened. All I know is this motherfucker needs to fucking get a bullet through his head, too.
No, we're not. Why? Can we act like adults here for this situation so we can get to the bottom of this and figure out what we need to do to get you on your way and go to where we need to go?
Welcome to 2023. Nothing is an adult anymore. No.
I mean, that wasn't probably the best
You
thing
can't
to
call me
say.
an adult. That's assuming my age.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
Welcome to 2023. Neither does assuming a gender.
I'd never assumed your gender. We never even spoke about gender.
Well, it's the same concept.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. I identify as an innocent 23-year-old.
Okay.
And you can't do anything against it. And then you're a transphobe.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
That's the way the world's working now.
It may be in your head for right now in this given situation, but that's not how the world actually works.
That's the way the world's working right now. If he wanted to identify as a woman, I couldn't say
what
shit.
does that have to do with anything that we're trying to get to? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. You're bouncing your head off the walls.
This dude is
And I
lost
will
it.
still do that. All I
And
do
I
is
will
punch in the
still-
balls and
That's not going to happen.
so how do I have to make that happen? 'Cause I'm pretty sure I can.
No, you
Yeah, I
can't.
can. I'm pretty sure I
I
can.
will still do.
No, you can't. I promise you won't. And then you would catch a felony, and then you go to prison. So that's a lose-lose.
No, I'm pretty sure I can cause that. Because once I punch you in the balls, I can grab your gun.
No, you won't.
Do you really want to try it?
Well, I'm going to advise you not to even think about trying it.
But do you want to?
No, I really don't.
Because honestly, in your eyes, it just looks like you want that challenge.
I'm trying to talk to you as an adult, but we're not getting there.
You want that challenge.
How about we do this? I'm going to stand you up, and we're going to go grab a seat. In my
Yo,
car.
Deadly, he
Does that
was
sound good?
on it.
I feel more like just hitting you in the chin.
I mean, it's your right to try it if you would like, but I would not advise of that. So let me ask you this. Are you threatening physical harm upon me?
Yes.
You want to cause harm to me?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, the cop was like,
from
it
here.
doesn't look like I want it.
I promise you that.
Then you're gonna get a fist to your chin.
No. So this is what we're going to do. Kristen, is Christian, right?
Christian, yeah.
Okay, Christian, stand up for me.
Nope.
Well, you're still going to stand up nonetheless.
Don't touch me.
I'm giving you the opportunity to stand up. Okay, we're done.
So,
We're done.
Give me your hands.
This is just hilarious. He just literally fucking sits here and plays dead.
Come here.
I'm dead weight.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm
Okay,
dead
no,
weight.
wait. Go and put your hand on your back. Christian, right now you're going to be detained. Christian, are you going to walk at all? Christian. Are you going to walk at all? Christian.
Double 2072, check up. 1 to 10.
Are you going to respond?
He was not playing when he said he was playing dead.
What did he say?
He said that before all this started, he accidentally, or maybe not so accidentally, touched an older woman's leg that was sitting next to him, and that started off everything.
Yeah, something I have no memory of. It's obviously the cause of all this. Yeah, something I know nothing about. It's definitely a charge.
I'm assuming you guys want to trespass as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
by this point, yeah. I have my knee right here next to your balls.
What is up with you and balls?
Do you want me to hit you in them?
No. You already have enough charges now because you threatened physical violence against a law enforcement officer.
Yo,
which is
we're
not
out of
charged
here,
on
guys.
itself.
Listen, this was the funniest fucking thing I've seen in a long time. he was so obsessed with it. It was just so funny to me. I accidentally ran into this, and I was in hysterics. Queenie, thank you for the bits. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for tonight. I appreciate you
Lily
all.
played dead, and then she said something. He was like, "I don't remember that."
I don't remember that. Yeah, I didn't do any of that. Yo, guys, have a good night. Talk soon. Peace.